Well, hello everyone, what is going on? It is the Almighty Geoff, and we are here with episode 90 of the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim Special Edition. In the previous episode, we completely wrapped up our work in Falkreath, beside buying the house, obviously. We cleared out Mossmother Cavern, getting us Valdir's Lucky Dagger, and we later visited him in Falkreath. We then went back and finished off the final quest for Keensgrove, which was recovering Roggy's ancestral shield from, I think it was Stony Creek Cave. So we did that, and then we completed the Recover Runil's journal from, I think it was Southringe Sanctum is what it was called, which was just south of Helgen, I think it is. Just this place here. And we also rescued a Dark Elf who had been captured by some Necromancers as well. I did go back and check, there was nothing that we missed, and that character was unique to that place. There wasn't any startup quest for that. Now, as I said, this episode I'm hoping that we can join the Thieves Guild. However, there are a couple of people I want to talk to first, one of which will lead to just a little miscellaneous quest. Hopefully it is little. But we have already spoken to Brynjolf, accidentally mainly, but you know. So first of all I want to speak to Branshai.
Can I interest you in some fine goods from Morrowind?
You have an odd name for a Dark Elf.
I may be Dark Elf by birth, but I was raised Argonian. For reasons I'm still trying to discover, I ended up orphaned and taken in by a kindly Argonian family in Black Marsh. I hope one day to find out what happened to me, how I ended up like that.
Do you have any clues about your past?
Just one. I know when I was found by my Argonian father, I was wrapped in a blanket bearing the symbol of House Telvanni. It was one of the great houses in Morrowind long ago. Whether that means I was one of them or not, I'm uncertain. If you come across anything in your travels that might provide me with the answers I'm looking for, I'd be grateful.
I'll keep an eye open.
Thank you.
Why were you searching in Skyrim?
I learned that a matron who had served for House Telvanni had escaped Morrowind during the Accession War. Records showed her buying passage aboard a sailing vessel named the Pride of Tel Vos. But that's where the trail ran cold. I spent years looking for what became of the ship, but I ended up empty-handed.
Pride of Tel Vos. That could be a clue. The other person I want to speak to is Madesi.
Greetings, honored friend. Could I interest you in some fine jewelry?
Do you make your own jewelry?
I do. Sadly, I'm one of the few traditional Saxhleel jewelers that remains in Tamriel. It's becoming a lost art. Only trouble is gathering materials has become hazardous. The roads to the mines and to the other cities are thick with bandits, and worse. Would you be interested in gathering some materials for me? I'd certainly be happy to compensate you.
Sure, I'll get them for you.
Thank you, Landstrider. I'm seeking a small list of items to complete my next creation. 2 flawless sapphires, a mammoth tusk, and a chunk of gold ore.
Alright, I'm not going to rush for that one, but we are going to do the Branshai quest. Saxeel? Saxlil? I don't know what that is.
Forgive me. It's a term I haven't used in some time. While most in Tamriel call my kind Argonian, we prefer the term Saxhleel. Madesi was actually my original Saxhleel name. Unlike others, I decided to embrace tradition and keep it that way.
How's business?
Not well, I'm afraid. That Brynjolf keeps draining the people's pockets with his ridiculous miracle cures. A few months ago, it was Troll Fat Salve, and now he's got something new. Not that there's anything that can be done about it. He's in good with the Thieves Guild.
Okay.
Safe travels.
If you are familiar at all with what comes up in the first quest of the Thieves Guild, you'll understand why I wanted to speak to Branshai now. I just wanted to get that quest up there because Madesi is also involved with the quest, but we don't need to be in such a rush to do that one. But luckily we are directed straight to the Branshai quest, so wonder what's closer here. It'll be Journeyman's Nook because with the college obviously it's on higher ground and it's pretty much a drop off cliff, so obviously we'd end up having to find a safer passageway down anyway. Alright, so I just want to get this done nice and quickly, although the issue with Branshai is fixed with the unofficial patch because without it, that particular quest becomes impossible to do after completing the first quest of the Thieves Guild. But like I said, even though it's been fixed with the unofficial patch, I've decided to do it now anyway. Oh, okay, right, that was bad. Alright, there we go. Alright, this isn't too bad. Alright, and another shipwreck. This is actually only the second ship that we've boarded in this game. I realised that because when I was going through putting in all of the locations, that mini guide that I'm following, I had a decent amount of places marked off for all of the different types of places, you know, like groves and camps and caves and stuff like that. The one where I had very little discovered for was ships, which we only have the Wreck of the Winter War, which we did for a companion's quest. Oh. Thank you. And thank you. Oh, I don't care right then. Oh, do I? It looks like there might be something over there. I don't know if there is, but... Ooh, another destruction increase. Is there anything up here? Probably isn't, is there? Nope. There is nothing. Alright, fine, we'll carry straight on. Yeah, but... all the other locations we've done a decent amount of. I can think the only other one really that we've not touched is groves, and the only grove that we actually found was Ancestor Glade, which is obviously a major part of the Dawnguard storyline. But there's not as many groves, there's only about 5 of them I think, whereas boats there's actually about like 12 I think. Could be wrong there. Wreck of the Pride of Tel Vos. Right. What are you doing, fool? Okay. We'll just miss. I mean, that's fine by me. Got a standing stone nearby as well. I wonder if we'll just pick that up as well. Okay, cool. We've got some more geezers around here. Novice chest. Poof. Poof. Alright. Any sod piles or anything? Uh-huh. Oh, that helps out a lot. And good night. Thank you. Yeah, that's about everything. Alright, let's find out about Branchai. Dinal Limdren Telvani. So you can have a pause and a read if you're interested. It's not long. Alright, there we go. And then we can hand it into Branchai. Let's just make sure that we've found everything there is to see. I don't think there is actually much more. I think this is pretty much everything. I remember, because this isn't a Radiant quest, this will always be where it will take you to the Pride of Tel Vos. So, just in case you're interested. Not sure if there's anything on top. There's like another mini camp around here, so is there anything? Well, salt piles, cool. Apples. Apples. Yeah, nothing else on land, it doesn't appear. See, ooh, there's a big chest. Ooh, extreme magicka. I like that. I like magicka. Yeah, I'm sure we'll take all that. We'll take it all. Right, there's definitely nothing over there. Alright, good stuff. I consider this place done. Is it cleared? It is cleared. Very good. Yeah, I can see them, that standing stone over there. Let's go check that out. We're not actually that far from finishing off the standing stones. Obviously, there's an achievement related to finding all of them. We have got the vast majority of them. We've only got about 3 left, I think, including this one that we're coming up to. So, I mean, we might as well. Doesn't seem to be much else out here, so... Might as well get it discovered now. Likely not going to actually select its blessing, but it's nice to have it on the map. Have it ticked off as discovered. Okay, well this is going to be awkward, isn't it? Got a standing stone on top of an iceberg, basically, and we don't appear to have any sort of way of reaching the peak of said iceberg. Oh well, maybe we can scooch our way through here. Oh, come on. Come on, buddy. We can do it. We can do it. Let's just this tiny gap there. Come on, jump, jump, jump. Yeah, yeah, come on. We're getting closer. We're getting closer. We're doing. There we go. That's a good one. Alright, what do we have here? Well, we could have got up normally through that way. What do we have here? The Serpent Stone. Ah, Mr. Ice Wreath. Yeah, sure. Alright, so let's look at the Serpent Stone. Once a day, those under the sign of the Serpent can use a range of paralyzing poison on opponents. Yeah, nah, this doesn't really seem ideal for us anyway. We don't really use poison that often, so... Okay, well, that's that. So let us return to Riften, hand in that quest, and we'll start at the Thieves Guild, which will probably be, I think it is the longest series of missions, not including the DLCs. Otherwise, I think Dawnguard is the Dawnguard / the Volkihar Vampires is the longest faction quest storyline. Alright.
Can I interest you in some fine goods from Morrowind?
I found a book that might help your search.
Let me see that. Yes, yes, this is it. I don't know how you found this, stranger, but you've obviously succeeded where I have failed. Please, let me offer you this key. It unlocks my strongbox under my stand in the marketplace. Help yourself to anything inside.
Why, thank you.
I really appreciate what you've done for me. I'll never forget it.
So I'll just snag these. Yeah, so relatively useful.
Keep your hands to yourself.
You just told me I could, you know, I give up. Alright, so obviously we've got that one which is taking up 3 slots in our thing, so we'll try and work that one through. Gul'dor should be quite easy to find. Mammoth Tuck again should be quite easy. Flawless Sapphires we'll just have to keep an eye out for. So we're going to do Listen to Brynjolf's Scheme.
Had I known, I would have looked the other way.
Glad to see you finally came to your senses. Ready to make some coin?
Actually, oh, look, I thought that was the actual, you know, I had to do then. What do I have to do?
Simple. I'm going to cause a distraction. You're gonna steal Medesi's silver ring from a strongbox under a stand. Once you have it, I want you to place it in Branshay's pocket without him noticing.
Why plant the ring on Branshai?
There's someone that wants to see him put out of business permanently. That's all you need to know. Now, you tell me when you're ready, and we'll get started.
How am I supposed to do all this?
Do you want me to hold your hand as well? You're going to have to sneak over to Medesi's stall and use your lockpick on the strongbox. Then, when you have the ring, you pickpocket Branshay and leave it behind.
Why are we doing this to Branshai?
We've been contracted to make sure Branshay remembers not to meddle in affairs that aren't his own. Now, since we're not the Dark Brotherhood, we're not going to kill him. We're just going to make sure he sits in the prisons for a few days.
I'm ready. Let's get this started.
Good. Wait until I start the distraction, then show me what you're made of. Everyone!
Alright, just gonna make a quick save here. We have 2 options. You can still purposely fail it if you want to, and that'll ensure Branshai doesn't get arrested. Obviously that's the point where I was saying that I wanted to get that mission done beforehand, because the way we're doing it, he is going to get arrested. Because you can fail the quest and you'll still be inducted into the... What are you doing?
Go away, if you know what's good for you.
Okay. Yeah, you can still fail this quest and then obviously still be inducted into the Thieves Guild. But I want to do it correctly, if you get me. Actually, we'll make the quick save here, because this will be the point.
No shoving.
Come on, Brynjolf. What is it this time?
Patience, Blanchet. This is a rare.
Come on, no one can see me.
I wouldn't want you to get left out.
That's what you said about the Wisp essence, and it turned out to be crushed nerve root mixed with water.
Well, that was a simple misunderstanding. But this item is the real thing. Lads and lasses, I give you
It might be.
Alma blood elixir.
Let's just try it. If it doesn't work.
Well,
Oh, it worked.
come back tomorrow as you wish to buy.
What a waste of time.
I knew I should. Looks like I chose the right person for the job. And here you go. Your payment. Just as I promised. The way things have been going around here, it's a relief that our plan went off without a hitch.
What's been going on?
My organization's been having a run of bad luck. But I suppose that's just how it goes. But never mind that. You did the job, and you did it well. Best of all, there's more where that came from. If you think you can handle it.
I can handle it.
All right then. Let's put that to the test. The group I represent has its home in the Ratway beneath Riften, a tavern called the Ragged Flagon. Get there in one piece, and we'll see if you've really got what it takes.
Alright, cool.
What is it with you and all these questions? Very well. Ask away.
Can't we talk here?
The walls have ears, and you're being tested, lad. We'll talk in the Ragged Flagon.
How do I find the right way?
If I have to hold your hand through everything, maybe you aren't cut out for this kind of work.
Excuse me, bitch.
It's under your feet, lad. Just follow the smell.
I'm looking for an old guy, probably hiding out in the right way.
Yeah, I bet I know your guy. He's hiding out in the Ratway Warrens, paying us good coin for nobody to know about it.
Alright.
Come back when you grow a backbone.
We can do this one of two ways. You can walk with me to the keep, or I can drag your lifeless body. Your choice.
But I... Very well.
So there you go, Branchai gets arrested. In the official Skyrim, obviously without the patch, he will stay in prison indefinitely. Even though he's meant to be released in a few days. If you have the unofficial patch, he should be released within a few days, so you can do that quest then if you want. At least I think. Now this quest is going to be actually a lot easier than it should be, because we've already been into the Ratway before and cleared it out and put down that bridge, because we visited Vex when we're doing a miscellaneous quest in Winterhold. So we literally just have to rush through. We have no problems here, but obviously you'd have to go through all this again, as would be expected of you if you haven't done this quest yet. Well, there we go. There's the Ragged Flagon. Obviously you can see all this. And this does link into the next main story mission, which was a cornered rat. And as you saw, though, Esbern is down in the Ratway Warrens. So, yeah, but we're not doing that just yet. We'll probably do that after we finish this guild, to be honest. So this is the Ragged Flagon. We didn't really explore it last time. I was kind of saving it for this, for starting up this guild. Actually, there is another Dawnguard quest we can do here, actually. Not to Vex from Delvin. Even though I'm out of chance, why don't you...
What do you call that, then?
Timely offer. Alright.
You could have just asked.
Warning, Delvin, master of sneaking hurt. If I ever catch a chance to sneak a peek at me while I'm bathing in the lake again, I'll cut off your most valuable asset, Vex.
I suppose that's yours.
Obviously, no one actually cares if you steal things.
Well, well. Color me impressed, lad. I wasn't certain I'd ever see you again.
Getting here was easy.
Reliable and headstrong? You're turning out to be quite the prize. So, now that I've whetted your appetite with our little scheme at the market, how about handling a few deadbeats for me?
Deadbeats? What'd they do?
They owe our organization some serious coin, and they've decided not to pay. I want you to explain to them the error of their ways.
Sounds good. Who are they?
Kirava, Bersi Honeyhand, and Helga. Do this right, and I can promise you a permanent place in our organization.
How did you want me to handle it?
Honestly, the debt is secondary here. What's more important is that you get the message across that we aren't to be ignored. A word of warning, though. I don't want any of them killed. Bad for business.
Consider it done.
Good. If you need any details on your marks, I'll be here. Now get going.
Any tips about Kirava?
Kirava's stubborn, but she's got a soft spot for family. Talk to Talon Jay at the Bee and Barb, and see if you can get something out of him. They're well acquainted, if you catch my meaning.
Any help with Bercy?
He's as pig-headed a man as you'll ever find. The key is that ugly dwarven urn in his shop. Smash that thing to bits and he'll change his attitude.
What's Helga's story?
Helga is a devout follower of Dibella and dotes over the statue to the divine that she keeps at the bunkhouse. Use it as leverage and she'll cave.
Right, obviously that gives us a lot of other optionals, so I want to make sure that we did that. We have shipments arrived.
You must really need that.
So obviously, like I said, no one obviously this is a place filled with thieves, so if you steal things, they're not going to be like, put a bounty on your head or anything. But they're all unique notes anyway. So this is the Thieves Guild. Obviously we have just started that up. Obviously we have our new quest, which is taking care of business. So we will do this in just a second. First of all, I want to finish up one of the other quests in Dawnguard. We still have a couple of them that we still need to do. One of which is a miscellaneous one called, I think it's called Changing Your Face.
I suppose I can work with your face. After all, the sculptor cannot always choose the finest clay.
What are you talking about?
I assumed you were here to see me about your face. To have it sculpted into something more artful than nature has bestowed upon you. So, are you here as a client? Shall I remake your face?
Are you sure you know what you're doing?
I have not always been a ragged beggar. I learned my art from the masters of the art of flesh sculpture. I studied with the faculty of chirurgeons and Cloudrest. I walked with the hollow-faced men of Notahogra for 3 years. I counted the nobility of both the Empire and the Dominion among my clients. And yet, I have fallen so low that I must justify myself to a wanderer in the sewers of this backwater of the world.
I understand you know how to change someone's appearance.
Change it. I can remake your face, if that's what you desire. I do not practice my art for free, however. I doubt you can afford my services. You have the smell of the vagabond about you.
Shut up. I'll have to think about it.
Indeed. It is no small thing to submit yourself to the flesh sculptor's knife. Change it. I do not practice my art.
Yes, I'd like you to change my appearance.
Very well. Just tell me what you desire. Beauty or hideous deformity. Nothing is beyond my skill.
Alright, so that's basically just how you change how you look again. I'm quite fine with how I am. We got a new you achievement there, as you saw. So I'm not really actually going to change anything. Actually, we could probably... Oh no, it's already at the max. I was going to say make ourselves look a bit more burly, but we're quite fine with how we are, I think. So we're done here. It's just 1,000 really. I'm not too arsed that we've wasted it. But that's cleared out a quest in our journal. We got an achievement for it, and it's another quest for the Dawnguard done and ticked off, so I'm not too fussed. Now we could meet and talk to all the Thieves Guild members, but we'll do that in due time as we're going through our quests. So for now, let's go out there and actually, you know what, I'm going to go out the back way because it'll put a location on our map. So if you want, oh, we'd actually, I think I might have got that wrong, the right way of vaults. Yeah, we don't actually want to go in here just yet. That'll become part of the mission. Where we want to go is, if I can actually bloody remember. Oh, we can't actually go through there yet. Never mind. Ignore me. I wonder if there's any more notes. I don't think there is though. Is there any other notes? No, I don't think so. Alright, let's skedoodle. So yeah, we'll finish up this quest. We're 25 minutes in, so we might just be able to finish this up before we end the episode. So this won't be too bad. 2 quests in one, as well as the branch eye one.
How you pay for med.
Excuse me. Yes, obviously that was the one who was getting our face before. Not to Chavry. I have good reason to believe the target will be coming to Riften in the next few days. Discussion is preferred, but elimination of the target is of the highest priority. The usual restrictions on exposure are lifted. You will be reassigned outside Skyrim if necessary without penalty. Do not fail me, E. So that actually relates to that quest. The Cornered Rat one. She was a Thalmor agent, as you can obviously see. Obviously there she said, do not mess with the affairs of the Thalmor, whatever she said. But obviously I think we might have jump-started that one because I accidentally went into the Warrens, but there we go. Alright, so let's go into the Bee and Barb. We'll talk about, was it Kivari, or whatever her name was? But we can talk to her through Branch Eye.
What do you want?
Talonjai, sorry. How'd you meet Kirava?
I met her when I wandered into Riften a few years ago. Been smitten with her ever since. In fact, I'm thinking of asking her to marry me. In Blackmarsh, tradition dictates we present a potential mate a unique wedding ring to represent our future bond. I already have the gold band, but all I need are 3 flawless amethysts to complete the setting.
I could find those for you.
I was hoping you'd offer. I didn't think it was my place to ask such a favor of you. I thank you.
I wasn't expecting that. Okay, so that's not what we wanted. You might want to talk some sense into Kirava.
With the rumors going around about how poorly your guild's been doing, she's become much too bold. I'm not that foolish. The last thing I want is a war with your people.
Then help me convince her to pay.
Look, I'm only telling you this because I care for her. Don't mistake this as acceptance for what you do. Kirava has some family at a farm just inside of Morrowind. If you mention you know about it, she might just listen to you. Just please don't harm anyone. I couldn't bear the thought.
Okay.
If you'll excuse me, I have other things to attend to.
Alright.
Here for a room or something to drink? Show me some coin first.
Are you ready to pay Brynjolf what you owe?
No, and I never will. Now get out of my inn.
Maybe I should visit that farm in Morrowind.
How could you possibly know about... Please, my family means too much to me. Don't hurt them.
And pay up and I'll forget about it.
Very well. Here. Take this back to Brynjolf and tell him he'll have no more trouble from me.
Okay. That's Kirava's debt. Obviously a whopping 100 gold. We just paid times 10 that to a face sculpture where we didn't even get our face sculpted. So, yeah. This is a bit petty, but there you go. Right, let's go to Helga's bunkhouse. And she's the Debella woman, isn't she? So... just snag that, thank you. Hello, Helga.
Please, don't take the statue. It's the only thing of value I have left.
So, should I drop the statue down a well?
Not Lady Debella. No, please, I can't lose her. I get the message. Here, take your gold. I hope you choke on it.
Alright, as Helga's done. Very quick and easy. We have one more geezer to see to. Who is the Pond Prawn. Oh, someone caused a bit of a ruckus there. It wasn't me, I swear. Hello, Bercy Honeyhand. Oh, actually, take out our Skyforge Steel Axe.
If I had it, I'd pay. There's no need to do that.
This isn't happening.
Oh no. You're the one from Brynjolf's outfit, aren't you?
I have a message from Brynjolf.
Oh, there's no need for that. I know why you're here. Tell Brynjolf not to worry about it anymore. Oh, and look, I even have the payment I owed. Here, take it.
Thank you.
Hope you're here for friendlier reasons now. After all, I'm all paid up.
Yeah. feel like such a dick, but there you go. It was required of me, my services. Alright, so let us return to Brynjolf and be assigned to the Thieves Guild officially. Which is of course very nice. We're going to thumbnail for this episode, don't we? Let's sort it out. Alright, Brynjolf.
So, dumping bodies and keeping the guards quiet can be expensive.
Okay, that'll do. That'll do. No, don't want that. Display it in a head opacity to the top.
So, job's done and you even brought the gold. Best of all, you did it clean. I like that. Dumping bodies and keeping the guards quiet can be expensive.
Here's what the owed us.
Well done. And it would seem I owe you something in return. Here you go. I think you'll find these quite useful.
Sure. What's next then?
Judging from how well you've handled those shopkeepers, I'd say you've done more than simply prove yourself. We need people like you in our outfit.
If there's more gold where that came from, I'm in.
That's the spirit. Larceny's in your blood. The telltale sign of a practiced thief. I think you'll do more than just fit in around here.
Before we go, I have to ask.
What's on your mind?
Where does your outfit isn't doing well? True?
We've run into a rough patch lately, but it's nothing to be concerned about. Tell you what, you keep making us coin, and I'll worry about everything else. Fair enough?
Fair enough.
Now, if there are no more questions, how about following me and I'll show you what we're all about?
Alright, and we got taken care of business achievement. So that's 2 in one episode. How cool is that? And we got loud and clear, which is our 3rd quest, just to follow Brynjolf. So that is where we are going to end it for today, ladies and gentlemen. So it's been a pretty productive episode, I'd say. I'm quite happy. We've obviously added a bit to our miscellaneous quests, but that's not too bad, really. So yeah, we will do that in the next episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, be sure to like, comment and subscribe, and also be sure to share the video. And I'll see you guys in episode 91.
Everything
Bye,
changes.
guys.